there is a request from the floor that I should address the issue on anger, and how to stop anger, or at least lessen anger. Well, I am actually in a position to speak on this very well, because recently I have discovered that I have changed from having low blood pressure to high blood pressure. And of course, one cause to bring about high blood pressure, apart from tense, you're being very tense, also anger. Anger is one cause that really bring about high blood pressure. So when we are angry at someone, it's always someone. That something is caused by someone. So actually you are angry with a person, most of the time with a person. And the person who aggravates you most is usually the one closest to you, usually the one whom you love most. Towards the end of the year, it is a practice in our temple that we actually provide a space for particularly husband and wife, couples, to come and say to each other that you are sorry. You are sorry for what you have done to your husband, for what you have done to your wife in this past year. So we usually choose 31st of December to come together in order to express our sorry. I'm sorry that I have done that to you. In fact, you have done very little small mistake, but I have been angry. That's why I said so many things to hurt you, and to hurt you is to hurt me. So it is very important to realize that every time when anger takes the lead, we tend to speak to harm others much more than what he or she deserves. So come back to understand this anger that arises from holding on to I, me, my, mine. You are not doing it according to what I said. I like it this way, and you are doing it something else, So it's always in this situation that we find ourselves being very angry. Now, to realize that why we should not be angry is simply because you love yourself. If you love yourself, every time when you are angry, you are harming all the cells in my body. So when I learned that, I realized that I should love myself first. When I love myself, then I will take care of all the cells in my body, physical body. And I know that every time when I get angry, if you watch yourself in the mirror when you get angry, your face suddenly turns into Mara, turn into Satan. And then blood pressure would shoot up. Your face would turn. I have seen people who have their face turn red and then suddenly drop to green, literally green. So that is how you are pressing your physical body so much with this anger. So why we should harm ourselves like that? When you are angry with someone, that someone may be perfectly all right, but you are harming yourself every time when you think of that person. This is one of the obstacles when you meditate. If anger arises and the desire to harm others arises during meditation, it becomes obstacle that you cannot proceed to any further step of meditation, which is called Payabhat. This particular stage is Payabhat. So it is anger plus the desire to harm your opposite party. So every time when I am angry, I realize that things will go in its way, and why should I be harming myself? So like that, just be mindful, and always be with our own being. Let us care for ourselves, care for our own physical self, that we should not put any pressure, neither to our blood pressure, neither to the heat in the body. When you are angry, the heat is immense in the body. So by by the practice of mindfulness, we are constantly watching our mind. When anger arises, it's like bubble. You know how you're boiling water, and it starts making noise before it actually comes to a boil. It makes noise. So when it starts making noise, that is a time when you catch your own mental making. And just to say that it's all right, whether it is going to be this way or this way, somehow we can handle it. So with that kind of decision you made, then everything seems to subside. Your mental bubbling subsides. And when your mental bubbling subsides, then you are able to handle the situation in a much better way. You are able to handle the situation in what you call win-win situation. Not only I win and you lose. Well, if you put yourself in that kind of position, that the other party who lost maybe this time will always try to be winner next time. So why not play the game of win-win, being mindful, calm down yourself, calm down in order so that you reach the proper decision which will be helpful to both parties. So this is how we should love ourselves, and this is how we should be able to control, at least not to allow the anger to burst, but be able to control our anger so that as soon as it starts bubbling, we know and we can unplug so that our heating system, our heating motor does not come to the full. So be happy first with yourself, love yourself, and always come to a position to be able to control your anger.